I'm just setting up still. Okay, this freaking thing is... All right, let's see if I can get this correct. That's a little better. Hello and welcome. I'm gonna do this so I can lead off stage with this. Hello Chu, how you doing? I'm gonna wait. I want to share this, make sure that there's a TCG. Dude, do me a favor, check the Discord and see if that link posted. I just want to make sure that we're all set. How you doing, guys? Good to see you. Whoa, bouncy. I'm super tired, as you can see. How you doing, guys? Yes, it's been quite the crazy event. As some of you may know, the new baby is here, and it happened 4:04 a.m. Christmas night, like December 26th at 4:04 a.m. So yeah, we have Celine. Celine is here. So that's been a lot of my focus. I still have content, which is good. I prepared by getting a lot of stuff done beforehand. And thank you, Coach. And I opened a lot of stuff recently, so I got some cool cards that like you guys haven't seen yet that are just right down here. I gotta edit those videos and get it up. That was pretty crazy, Stefan. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Carlos. I appreciate it. It was a crazy event because like so Cynthia, yeah, corgis are cool. That's getting close there, you know. And yeah, on the way to the hospital, that was one hectic ride. And she freaking is a trooper because she had that baby without any epidural, no IV even. It was freaking crazy fast. That baby was not waiting. So yeah, that was the beginning of my lack of sleep. And this is a time when, like, you know, with the other baby, she's like, you know, latching on to the madness and like having a rough time to sleep as well. Christopher, oh hey Sandwich, how you doing? Lucas, what up? How you doing? Thank you. Remember to hit the like while you're here, guys, for a tired old man who's been doing a lot. And this is, see, that's why I'm here today right now is and I'm very tired, is lack of sleep with the baby. She actually fell asleep. Where is it? Yeah, here I have a monitor. Okay. So if the baby wakes up, I gotta go, but she's actually asleep and she was tired, so she went right to sleep, which was kind of crazy. Doesn't happen like that often. So yeah, upcoming next month is gonna be the whole stream like normal, you know, openings and all types of stuff. And patrons, you're gonna see announcements for a break. I'm gonna figure out somebody to come over and help so that I can do the stream, because yeah, otherwise that shit ain't happening, man. So yeah, next, yes, Happy New Year's. New network hard, huh? Yes, thank you, no doubt. Thank you, Kyle. But yeah, so next month is gonna be another stream like normal again, where we're gonna be ripping. I got hold on. Yeah. Another one of these guys. So we might be ripping that, or I'm getting something else. And now it's time to tell everyone about this. I gave the patrons plenty of time. How many cards total do I have? I don't know. a palette. um, yeah, it is. That's a good one. So Ether Revolt pre-release packs. We've been talking about this in my on my Patreon discussion, and like I made a post about it because I mean I put my money where my mouth is. I believe that this product was underpriced because first of all, let's start with Kaladesh, right? This thing has gotten crazy expensive due to the whole kerfuffle. Um, and so those are $160 a pre-release pack for Kaladesh. There's 6 packs in there, and so Ether Revolt has also seen quite a bit of purchasing lately. Not quite at some crazy numbers, but it's been ratcheting up. Anyway, the pre-release packs have 2 packs of Kaladesh and 4 packs of Ether Revolt. So if you're looking at the price of a Kaladesh box or a Kaladesh pre-release kit, Kaladesh packs should be in the range of $18, something like that. And if there's 2 of them in there, that's $36. These kits, when I started buying them, were $40. So I didn't think 4 packs of Ether Revolt were worth only $4. I guess is kind of what I'm coming to the conclusion. And you get a pre-release card. So it just kind of seems like a no-brainer that it should be worth a little bit more. The target I think that they should be worth is around $75 to $85. So yeah, that's the califuffle. Is MTG dying? No, it's not dying. It does this, you know, and we're on one of those. I have a video written down that I intend on making that describes how the market has like shifted from one category to another over time, like starting with just a ABU. Like, you know, people were snobs back then. If it wasn't ABU, oh, you had a secondary collection. So, you know, like there was a time like that, and things have drastically changed. I was reading complaints. When, if do you think vintage Magic will make a comeback? It needs some type of impetus. Something needs to happen for it to come back. Like, there were a couple of times where it just wasn't like the sets weren't great and people weren't happy with Magic, so people went back to the older stuff. That was kind of one of the times back around 2017-ish or 2016. I don't know. One of the earlier buyouts was kind of because of that, which is kind of crazy, right? Anyway, yeah, so Tarkir Dragonstorm. Tarkir, yeah, that whole freaking, they're revisiting that. Lots of huge reserve list cards tank. When there's no interest, when there's no reason for people to be buying that stuff, I don't think they're going to. And it's like the hype train, right? Like it gathers momentum. So Candelabra, it's like negative momentum. So what you're really gonna see is if it gets interest, it'll start to increase fast. But I don't know. When is it gonna get that interest? What's it gonna take? I don't know. I think Wizards learned their mistake with M30. So they're just gonna power creep them out now. Yeah, I agree with that more so, Shadow Cloud. Collector Conference seems like it's on the rise. Collector Conference? What is that, Coach? Hey, Paul, how you doing? Good to see you. I don't have your clip here because of this is my phone. I'm just like, this was impromptu because the baby's sleeping, and I wanted to give everyone an update with oh, Collector Confidence seemed like it's on. I don't know. Let's use what set do I have over here? Stronghold or Tempest? Which one do you want to use? Let's use Tempest. why would you buy a box of Tempest when, okay, you're gonna get, let's say, 5 or 10 good cards, and let's say you grade them, and let's say it's like tens of intuition. I mean, how much are you gonna get really for that? Like, what's the value of that? You know, of like the highest possibility of like the top hit. I don't know, a couple grand, right? Why would you spend 3 grand on a Tempest box when you can spend 1,500 on a shot at a 1 of 100 One Ring? Grades out as a 10. That's like, 30 grand to 80 grand, who knows, like, because I don't see any sales at that crazy top end, but I'm not involved with those sales specifically. Like, I don't have the card, so I wouldn't know. You know what I mean? So like that's kind of the price you see going. The black label was 85 grand of the One Ring. So I don't know what it is now with the banning, or if that even matters with a card like the One Ring. But like I'm saying, why would you spend 3,000 on a box of Tempest when you could spend 3,000 on 2 boxes of Lord of the Rings and try to rip that? It's like that's what it seems like to me. People are thinking right now, because that stuff is collectible. Whether it is artificially scarce is not the issue. It is collectible. People like it. Lord of the Rings is a hell of a reference. It's interesting looking, from Magic the Gathering. You know, like it hits on ticks a lot of boxes. So yeah, what I've been interested in is subsets recently. I like the confetti uh, subset. I know a guy who does. That's me, but all old. Hell yeah, I agree, Paul. Squid Game themed MTG. That would be kind of crazy. And I mean, look, like, we've had freaking Fortnite. Why wouldn't we have Squid Game secret layers? You know, freaking triangle cards and freaking robots with motion sensor eyes. Uh, yeah, that's a whole nother thing. Freaking Squid Game, man. I've when the baby is asleep and the baby is like, screaming, but like there, or like when the baby, whenever we can get a couple of minutes, we've been watching, it's like, quick, the babies aren't around and not looking, put on some bloody gore madness. It's funny. That's like the few glimpses of rated R that we can get. SpongeBob in 2025. That's right, Shadow Cloud. I don't know what's gonna happen with that. I think that's gonna be like um, one of these things that people flip out over, and I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Uh, those top money cards and sets seem to keep the newer boxes more relevant. The chase is real. I agree, Coach, and that's what I'm trying to say. Is like, there's a lot of cool stuff. I know you guys saw me open this recently, and like the Necropotence confetti. Like, that's kind of cool. Top hit is like a $800 freaking raw heuristic study. That's kind of crazy, and you can buy a box for $400. I don't know. It seems like if I was new, right? If I was new in Magic, I'd be buying that. But instead, I open, you know, alliances, because I opened the box and nobody wants to buy any, man, because there's no interest in freaking even good prices for that type of vintage. There's some interest for Silver Age foils like Mercadian Masks, but man, it's rough trying to find a place for something like alliances or Weatherlight. Stefan, we're gonna do two next time, because I can't. I have no time to set that up and take it down right now. Yeah, I was gonna say, Coach, that seems about right because I've seen a BGS 10 be available for 900 or 800, something like that. Maybe 750 to 900, but BGS is like a little bit higher than PSA 10s. There are some Force of Wills in that box, lots of them. Oh, indeed there are, Shadow Cloud. Indeed there are. And like I think there should be at least 2 or 3, and then there's like 20 packs left. So I don't know, man. Anyway, I also have 5 Odyssey tournament decks. Nobody's pulled a foil rare from that box yet, so those odds are looking up. I might just keep them. Anyway, guys, what else is going on? We talked about. I mean, I made a video about the whole not Ether Revolt, the Kaladesh changing name. You think we're gonna see inventions in that? Yes, Paul, and he was very happy, and like I wanted to thank you for that. Actually, very nice of this guy. So Prime had been on a couple of box breaks and all this stuff right before Christmas, and everybody got it right before Christmas, except Prime got a freaking ripped open empty package, and that was kind of crappy. So yes, exactly, Stefan as well. Paul stepped in and bought one of these Odyssey tournament packs, actually, which is kind of crazy. Like, very generous of you, Paul, and we appreciate that type of stuff. And then I threw in some packs, and we sent that out to Prime, and he got that, and so he was very happy. Bring it back from a crappy experience into being a good experience. So you want to see something crazy, right? I was doing a list of all the collector sets ever. This is all of them written down in order, including Ravnica Allegiance, right? And this is my freaking tally of all the blisters. It's madness. But it also reveals some holes that I need to catch up, like stuff that I just couldn't find motivation for, like Commander Masters, Doctor Who, Murders at Karlov Manor, and Ravnica remastered. This one, yeah. So get a few more because I need to have at least 3 of them. You're right, but I have them up here, and they're technically not but you're right, they are because of the contents. They just didn't have that name. I have a box of them down there too. I've had a box of them for years. I bought one at my LGS when they came out. Actually, freaking box of blisters. That's actually becoming kind of rare. I saw somebody once selling a box of the loose packs and trying to charge as much as blisters, and I'm like, man, I get why you did it, to save space. However, half of the value is in the pack. I mean, this is an example right here of something where like all the value is in the packaging. You open this, is worth nothing. You leave this sealed, this is a $200 item, and just the foils that are in here are just not worth opening this. And actually, I have another one of these on the way. An opportunity came up to get one at a decent price, so I jumped on that opportunity. Oh, that Rudy video of all that starter stuff. Oh man, I have actual footage and pictures of that whole find. It came from a warehouse with like other toys, like boxes and boxes of toys, like maybe a KB Toys warehouse or something like that. And so all the blisters, it makes sense, right? And so there's a lot of I mean, you should see this. Anyway, I have a video of from the guy who found that stuff like a couple of months ago. Um I was looking at this stuff. I just, I have a small case of starter 99 blisters. So actually, Shadow Cloud. I have the blisters, and I didn't have like cash for that at the time. I'm like, I can't spend thousands of dollars on freaking starters right now. I gotta, and it's all pre-cons and stuff, and like, with the baby and stuff. I just couldn't commit to that. But yeah, I saw this stuff and I was offered it months ago. It's very interesting and cool stuff. I couldn't. I had starter packs from them. From a starter 99, they were all pre-cons and stuff. Yeah, so I have pictures of the find, actually, like where he found it against the wall in the warehouse, and I have a video of him walking through the warehouse looking at other stuff, and it's not like, so it looks like a basement warehouse, but it doesn't look like a wet basement warehouse, if you know what I mean. It doesn't look bad at all, but it does look, in a basement, even a humidity um moderated basement, if it's concrete, like there's a little bit of moisture. Maybe it was Portal. I was buying WWF. Yeah, there's a lot of. Yes, please do hit the like. There was a lot of pre-cons at that time, actually, from all the sets around them and all the starter sets and Portal. Yeah, yeah. 99. Yeah, what did we have then? We had Destiny and Mercadian Masks a little bit later in 2000. And so starter 99, maybe Portal 1's a little bit later, right? Do you think revised dual lands are bad by now? Prices have come down, but I'm catching a falling knife. Legendary bronze, I like to trade to buy list to Card Kingdom in order to get stuff like that. Because, look, man, you can't go wrong in trading uncommons from like Lorwyn if you have extra copies and you don't need them, that are going to get reprinted sooner rather than later. Like Marrow Commerce is like a $10 card. You can get like $8 for that from Card Kingdom in terms of trade values. So send in a bunch of trade fodder and get some duels, man. But like crazy high quality. Otherwise, there are better targets. Yeah, definitely trade up. Duels are the cornerstone of many collections. Indeed, they are. It was one of the first cards that I had of any value. I remember, when I was ripping packs when I was a kid, it was like, wow, I could spend $2-3 on these revised packs and maybe pull a $20 card out of them. Can you believe that? What else do you think is a better buy target? I mean, what do you mean? Like, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to sit on sealed stuff? Are you trying to buy individual cards and speculate? That's a kind of a tough question. Hey, look, if I was other content creators, I'd just say, a better buy target, buy Soldefi excavations. Never mind. I'm not gonna go there. Anyway, um, building a sealed vintage position. So stuff that I feel like is sleepers. Now, vintage. Do you want Silver Age or Reserve List or late Silver Age even? Like, so there's different types of vintage, you know what I mean? Like, and you got to know what you're into first of all. Look, and you got to have a target. You can't just be buying like a nebulous like stuff that seems like a good deal. Like, be focused, like specialize in something. Like Stefan over here, he did a good job in buying a lot of 7th edition foils. That's something I did was Urza's Destiny. I got a set graded foils, but you know, something I specialized in was high grade commons from Arabian Nights, like top of the population type cards. I was selling those back in like 2016 and stuff like that. So anyway, sealed vintage, if you're looking at older reserve list stuff and you have an unlimited budget, you can't go wrong with stuff like revised starters, or like I really like Arabian Nights packs, but I only have one and I'm never gonna get any more because of how expensive they are. I like antiquities more than legends. Um, and if I was buying slightly later stuff, I would probably buy Stronghold, Mirage, Saga, with a heavy emphasis on Legacy and Destiny. Um, Silver Age, I would buy starter bricks of Onslaught, Mercadian Masks, Odyssey, Invasion. And I would buy Torment, Judgment, Prophecy, Nemesis, and later Bronze Age, I would probably get New Phyrexia, Scars of Mirrodin. Those are great sets. Rise of the Eldrazi, original Zendikar with the what's it called? The priceless treasures, if you can find them. But nowadays there's cool stuff too, like Wilds of Eldraine is cool, Lost Caverns of Ixalan is cool, Fallout is cool, Lord of the Rings is cool, Murders at Karlov Manor is not cool. But any concern over the amount of revised sets that were printed, like the print run from the dark to revise, is crazy. I agree, but when you're buying boxes, that's not the concern, because they're the values in the sealed. Oh, this is not financial advice. That's why I say buy something you like, because if it goes down in value, you can always freaking open it. This is a hobby, and if you can increase your value while doing the hobby, that's excellent. I mean, that's part of the draw of Magic, right? I don't like any of the modern stuff. I don't like the art, and the cards are too cluttered. I'm not disagreeing with that. I love the look, the cleanness of how it used to be. Yeah, I don't want to talk about like where foils have gotten and everything. You know, it's kind of ridiculous. My opinion on Rudy's latest video pickup. To hear your thoughts. The idea of a bad decade scares me. I mean, it's possible, but all that means is you'll be able to buy the stuff now and it'll go up later. um, and his video, what he bought, is a lot of penny stocks there. Like, because I know what he was looking for, right? He wanted what was laid out. The Mirage, the Urza Saga, the Tempest, the Exodus. That's what he was after. But he had to buy the rest of it to get that core of good stuff. Okay, the rest of it is great to have and all, but those are penny stocks. They suffer more downside when things turn than the rest of the stuff. Picking up dual lands since the fall. No doubt. That's not a bad. Like I said, right now is a time, and it's what I've been doing is I've been enjoying buy lists. I've been doing that to get what I've wanted in terms of newer stuff and older stuff. recently, actually, I did a whole buy list based on no doubt Napalm. Uh, yeah, hey, look, it wasn't a bad purchase by him, but like it was definitely focused around that core. Um, let's see. So, what I just did at buy list, I just did one. I went through all the like stuff I've opened recently. Not Lord of the Rings, not Fallout. Those are too limited and too valuable IPs to just save all the cards. But like Wilds of Eldraine, Lost Caverns of Ixalan, any of that stuff that I've opened recently, I went through it and I took out all the base versions, all the just regular border or regular border foil. They're just too common. You can get way too many of them in regular boxes, and like, you know, the amount that are in collector boxes, just the amount of rare foils in collector boxes are crazy. Yeah, so I pulled out any value in terms of rares, uncommons, and commons with regular borders. I kept any variants because those are the ones. It looks like I'm having connection troubles, guys. Um, yeah. So anyway, let's just call it then. It's crazy how booster box revives went from 40K to 6K. I agree with that, legendary. But did it actually sell? Did you go to those Lightning Dragon sheets on Heritage? Thought they went cheap again. I didn't see there was new ones actually. Tartuffe. I actually know the guy who's probably buying them, and he's buying them because um to keep them out of the hands of bad actors like what's his freaking name, Scott Basic, who's chopping up sheets all the time. Sitting thousands of bulk. How are you selling on TCG and is it worth it? I don't sell on TCG, not at the time, but in sending them in. I don't sell on TCG. Sean Basic, that's his name. Thank you, Shadow Cloud. That freaking guy. So the guy who bought them, you know, he's like us who believes in the history of the game that a sheet is worth more uncut than it is chopped into little pieces to like make it more available to people. Yeah, I can't yeah. Sean Basic, man, just chopping up history, man. But like, yeah, I have a source, like, yeah, and he's probably got it. Yes, exactly, Stefan. And like my guy who I interviewed, I spoke to him at MagicCon actually, and he gave me some pretty interesting information. I still got to get up with him again and get specific, very detailed information, because right now the things that he said was happening with the Splendid Genesis artist proofs. Then there was a second one, Fraternal something. Fraternal something is when he had his second kid. Um, the cards were all glued to like a poster board, and they carefully removed them and then sanded the backs and whited that, so doctored again. Anyway, and then the Swarovski crystal ones, they were gonna peel it and attach it to cards that were doctored. So these guys are up to all these. And if you ever hear Rudy talk about art projects, this is what he's talking about, okay? Like, this is what he's referring to when he talks about CGC and art projects. He's talking about Sean Bassick and all this madness that's happening with it's happening in Pokemon too. Yeah, so so all that is to say that the person who's gave me all this information, I would bet it. I would bet on it because he's into the history of this stuff too, and he wouldn't chop it up. So, um, yeah, indeed. So, let's see. Anything else? Let's sum it up. There's going to be another live stream next month, Saturday, the first Saturday of the month, 8 p.m. We're going to rip something. I don't know what specifically yet. I have to decide and talk to patrons, see what they want to get in on. Um, Yeah, otherwise, just keep watching. I got stuff coming up, a lot of cool pack openings. I know you guys like that. I like it. I mean, who doesn't enjoy ripping some packs, right? I can't think of anything else, man. I'm fucking. Oops. I am freaking fried. I'm just dropping F bombs, willy nilly over here. Anyway, guys, thanks for coming to this channel update. Remember to like, subscribe, and all of the fun things. If you're gonna buy any cards today, remember to use the TCG Player affiliate link. Do you get money for bulk? I know there's people who buy it by the thousand. Um, did you see the Arabian Night playtest cards Joel Mick got for Richard Garfield's father? No, that's kind of crazy. Huh. I think it's definitely worth sending bulk the cards you want to know. There's certain people who will pay for. He's talking bulk still in Pony, but yeah, I would take out anything above a quarter and buy list it. That's really where you can squeeze value from low end cards. All right, thank you, Shadow Cloud. Take care, everybody. Have a good one. I'll catch you soon. Yes. Peace.